All right. Moving on to another segment which I wanted to discuss today. Even moving past the Black Lives Matter issue. The battle for Champions League places in the Premier League, the battle for Europa League, the battle for relegation continues this coming week. And it's heated, it's hot, it's live, it's real. Number one is secured in the Premier League. Number two is technically secured in the Premier League. And the last position is technically secured, isn't it? But you have two relegation slots to fight for, or to fight against. You have two Champions League slots to fight against, and some Europa League slots as well. What are your thoughts if you were to give your prediction over the coming weeks, the fixtures that you can see lined up, the game weeks that are there? How would you predict this table ending?
No, first of all, okay. No, I just wanted to. There's an uncertainty over how many Champions League places there are, because City still have their ban.
Let's assume it's a four. Let's assume it's a four.
We assume it's top four. So City are in Champions League next season. Okay. So I will go first.
Okay. Again, I'm hoping on hope.
I hope please give us a realistic prediction. Please come on.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Are you about
I'll
to
do
tell
my
us
best.
the team will jump from 9th to 4th?
No. Come on, guys. It's not mathematically possible to win the league now for some of us. But to be honest, I don't think, personally as an Arsenal fan, I don't think Arsenal should play in any Europe. Yeah, should not play in Europe at all, whether Europa League or Champions next season. I think it will help them to just battle it out focus on the Premier League, maybe a FA Cup and something, but because I think the kind of team we have now would be too distracted playing in an equally competitive league. Yeah.
Realistically, what position do you think Arsenal will finish this in the next 9 games?
Between 7 and 9.
So wide. Okay. Between 7 and 9. They're currently seated at number 9. So he's saying the worst case they remain there. Best case they get past Tottenham and Sheffield. All right. Who would you give number 3 and 4, Ayo?
Number 3 and 4, I would like Leicester to play the champions, and I think they're still doing well. So I think 3 and 4.
Not who you would like.
Yeah, and I'm going to give my opinion.
Okay.
The top 4 will remain as is. So Liverpool, Man City, Leicester, Chelsea. If there is any change, it will be Chelsea and Leicester. I know what you want. I know what you want me. I know what you want me to say, but I don't think Manchester is convincing me now. Sadly.
I don't think he's watching Manu games.
Yeah, not. I think I was for a different football subscription. And then who would you place at number 5, 6, 7?
5, 6, 7. Okay, Manu number 5. Manu number 5. Okay, I've not watched a lot of Wolves since after COVID, but let me say Manu, Wolves, Tottenham.
What about relegation, bottom 3?
And let me add that I think Manu should use Pogba more. Okay, so 20 Norwich City, which is very sad for me. Let me see. To be honest, I see Aston Villa performing better than Bournemouth. So they will still be relegated, but Aston Villa will finish ahead of Bournemouth.
So you think Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Norwich are leaving?
Yes.
West Ham, Watford are surviving.
Yes.
Okay. Mike, over to you.
I am, in as much as I'd like Man U to finish top 4, I'll have to agree with Ayo on the top 4 remaining as it is. I think, and the reason I'm saying that is, I actually think the battle is actually for third. And I think Chelsea are really pushing Leicester. Chelsea's performance against City shows they're willing to fight for that top 4 position and secure it. I think they'll catch Leicester and probably overtake them. I think as that's happening, I don't think Man U will have enough to catch either one of the two. So I'm with Chelsea finishing in third, City second, Leicester fourth. Man U takes fifth. So hopefully City's Champions League appeal is overturned, or rather, no, not overturned, is upheld. So Man U go to Champions League despite finishing fifth. But yeah, I think Man U have a tough battle with Wolves for that fifth position, but I think Man U have enough to secure that, and then Wolves will finish sixth. I think that's as much. I don't think Sheffield will have enough to battle for it there. I actually think Arsenal may finish seventh because of that Sheffield's gas has run out. So Arsenal will probably finish seventh. I think Tottenham might finish seventh or eighth. Yeah. For the relegation places, I think Norwich are going down. I actually think Aston Villa will also go down. I think they are conceding too many goals. So for them being in the position that they are in, conceding goals is not what you want. The third position for going down is between Bournemouth and West Ham. I think that's tight. Ideally, I think West Ham have an incredible team and should not be where they are. But I still, I'll go with Bournemouth. If I had to choose, I'd go with Bournemouth to be 18th and the final relegation place. But I'll not be surprised if West Ham are drawn into that position. Manager David Moyes, ever since he joined Man U, has really been on a bad streak. I think joining Man U really scarred him. And
joining like it has nothing to do with Man U. He's just
no, for him.
I don't know why we have to.
For him, because he got relegated with Sunderland. Yes, last season he kept West Ham up, which was good. But he kept West Ham up. They got rid of him. They got someone else, Manuel Pellegrini, but that didn't work out. So they went back for him. But yeah, but it's not only because of him. West Ham is just a poorly run club with a lot of finances. So they have the money to buy people. Their squad is really good. But it's poorly run, and I think that shows on the pitch. So I'll not be surprised if they're the third team to get relegated. But currently, I'd go with Bournemouth, Norwich, and Aston Villa.
Okay, let me start with the relegation battle. I think Norwich will leave. The bottom three. I think Norwich will leave. I do believe Bournemouth will leave. I don't see them surviving. And I think that last place will be a battle between Villa and West Ham. I think Watford will manage to survive. When it comes to the what's it called? To the top.
Please be objective.
Man. So Number 1 is gone with Liverpool. Number 2 will go with City. Number 3 will go with Chelsea. Number 4, if you guys looked at the remaining fixtures of Leicester, so tomorrow they play Chelsea, and I believe they will lose that game, which will make them, if Man U win their game today, it'll make the point difference what? 3 points, isn't it?
3 points, yeah.
The next game after that will be Everton. Then, of course, Crystal Palace, which is not an issue. Then they play Arsenal. Then they play a Bournemouth, which will be fighting for relegation. Then they play a Sheffield. Then they play Tottenham. And on the last day, they play Manchester United. There's no way they're surviving that with a 3-point difference only, with a Man U that has no big game left, and that they can withhold a pressure for 3 points from Man U with that fixture list. So Manchester United will take 4th, and Leicester will finish in 5th. Any disputes? I've statistically proven my position.
No, but
you guys are just going with gut emotion.
I understand and I actually think it might work. I think it's more probable than Arsenal finishing 7th, but I think
I don't know how that is helping your point.
But you have to factor in that Man U can also at times be their own worst enemies.
True.
Yeah, I don't know if you factor in that. So
I'm factoring it in, but I'm factoring the fact that over the last 11 games, it's been a different Manchester United. And majority of those 11 games, 9 of them were when they were a weakened Manchester United, without Rashford and Pogba being back. This current squad looks like it's ready for business. So unless they go back to the old stupid Manchester United behavior, this squad would put enough pressure on Leicester that on the last day, there'll probably be a 1 point or 2 point difference between Manchester and Leicester, and Man U will beat them on that day and win and take 4th position.
Okay.
Those are my predictions. I mean, the last time we did predictions like this, we'll watch the video records, but I think I came closest to the actual predictions. So if we were to, as Ayo says, use facts and history, my predictions will be correct. But we'll wait and see. That brings us to the end of our show today. We'll be catching up with you later within the week, looking at how the games in this game week are going, having a bit of conversation about other things, football, and talking about the 2 things we love, God and football, and seeing how things are panning out as we draw towards the end of this. League. We'll be talking about what will have happened in the FA Cup that's happening today and tomorrow, how those games have panned out, and what the semi-finals will be looking like, and our predictions for those as well. So please stay tuned to catch up with some of these exciting things, even as we look forward to European football resuming and having conversations about those as well. So thanks for tuning in today, and we'll catch up with you soon. Cheers.